See, the thing is with these baddies, y'all think it's sweet. Christian Wood thought it was sweet.
It wasn't a dream. It really happened.
He thought she wouldn't take it there. He didn't know what type of girl he was dealing with. You gotta stop believing in these baddies, putting your all, putting your trust, putting your faith, putting your loyalty. You putting your all into a thought. This is what thought-like behavior gets you at the end of the day.
I'm gonna let him know that I want a baby and I want it now. Don't want to wait. I want it now. So I don't know if he's gonna be down for that, but let's just wait and see what he thinks. Hopefully he wants a baby with me. If not, I might be a little disappointed.
A lot of these women are batshit crazy. A lot of these women are 5150. You don't know what you're getting yourself into. And I don't think this situation is no different. Christian Wood just cannot seem to shake this chick. He has been dealing with her for some years now. And now he's claiming that she set him up for the old woo-wop. She tried to get him taken off this earth. She tried to get him eliminated. Imagine your family coming to your funeral, having to pull up to your wake because the baddie that you was busting nuts in, had in all type of positions, says, you know what? It's time for you to go. The baddie is calling shots on your life. Is this the cost of an exotic? Is this the cost of being with a bad broad, being with an IG model, being with an OnlyFans top tier chick? Is this what it's come to? Your life?
Well, right now, we are seeing yet another video that shows a physical fight between an OnlyFans model and her boyfriend. That video was taken weeks before the model was arrested for allegedly stabbing him to death. Local 10's Terrell Fournier is live to tell us what role this will play in the case. Terrell.
Nicole, it has been nearly 2 years since that bloody attack here inside of this high-rise Miami condo building. Since then, prosecutors have been building their case against Courtney Clinny. And part of their evidence is this cell phone video that you are about to see that also shows the boyfriend that she is accused of killing.
I was over for 2 weeks. 2 weeks!
From the repeated violent hits,
yo, you're dumb as
to yelling hurtful words, Courtney Clinny is seen on this cell phone video unleashing a wild tirade against her then boyfriend, Christian Obumseli.
Actually, done. Okay, fine. Done.
She just consistently is this volatile and agitated individual when she's triggered. And we see Christian again being the victim.
With alcohol spotted in the background, the video was recorded in February of 2022 in Aspen, Colorado, just 2 months before the OnlyFans model would be arrested and charged with Christian's murder.
Christian is just calm, cool, collected. He tries to calm her down.
Kimberly Wald, an advocate for domestic violence victims, is representing Obumseli's family in an ongoing civil case.
He's a victim of domestic violence. It just substantiates all of the other evidence that we have in this case that he is victimized.
Clinny claimed self-defense in the bloody 2022 attack inside of the couple's luxury Miami condo, claiming she threw a knife at Obumseli during a feud for the fatal blow. Prosecutors and attorneys for the victim's family, though, don't buy that account.
Christian Wood, man, a solid dude, good homie, a person you would want as a friend. But you know you got that homie that's a little gullible, that homie that's easily taken advantage of. You know, when you around, you make sure don't nothing happen to that homie. And he slowly start developing confidence through life. But you know that homie, he never really was able to pull like that. Right? Getting women just wasn't in his arsenal. That wasn't something that he did daily. Like, he had, a ton of awkward situations with the ladies. He big, he tall, he goofy, but he's decent in basketball. That's what type of guy Christian Wood seems like. A good dude, hit a hell of a growth spurt, come from a solid family, solid household. When you playing sports all your life, which I'm sure he was because he played for SCA growing up, which was a big time program. But when you play sports your whole life, sometimes you're going to be a little awkward when it comes to being around the ladies and whatnot. Easily taken advantage of, easily duped. simp along those lines, right? At the end of the day, the kid from the city, give him a little bit of leeway. Let him do his thing, you know, Long Beach bred. Like I said, comes from a good family. So we got to understand the dynamics of a Christian Wood going into this.
Call of Duty, video games, and stuff like that.
He goes to school in Las Vegas, Finley Prep. That means he's doing a damn thing in high school. Finley Prep, an all-boys school. This is what I mean. Not having the experience to be able to handle a baddie like this.
I love to twerk. I got this new booty, so why not? Hey, is it moving? Hey. And then go like, ooh, I'm getting old. I might not be able to bring it back up. Just kidding.
Attempting to really woo this chick. Really do right by her, bro.
Call of Duty, video games, and stuff like that.
Not happening. But we gonna get into it. So he goes to Finley Prep, this all-boys school. Boom. Then he goes to UNLV. He's out of there. Remember, Christian Wood was left by his girl on draft day. I gave you a little bit of the background. I didn't want to call him a lame. I didn't want to outright just call the guy a lame. I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt. I'm not going to put him in the lame category. Christian Wood seemed like a solid dude, a friend you would want to have. Just a little clumsy when it comes to these chicks. He got left on draft day. Great motivational story. Motivated his dad is fuel and motivation. Didn't get drafted. Girl left him on his draft day. Now he balling. Now he getting contracts. Now, logic would tell you avoid these type of women. I already know what this pain, what this heartbreak feels like. This shit was hell on me. Even though I used it as motivation, I don't ever want to go through that again. What does Christian Wood do? He rees up. He said, you know what? I need some more of that dope. I don't care if it's stepped on. Bring me that dope. I'm just here to serve the people. Christian Wood goes for the same type of girl.
They might have to pay.
They might have to pay for that. They might have to subscribe to the OnlyFans for that.
You might have to post that on the Only.
Hey, I need to have my own tea tender since they always post me on tea tenders and bullshit. All right, well, let me hit you back. I'm gonna call you after this, babe.
Okay, babe.
All right, love you, bye. Get this started. You little nosy mother suckers. What's up, it's your girl Yasmin Lopez. Some of y'all know me as Yummy because I'm yummy in real life. But a lot of you guys have been asking a lot of questions, trying to be real nosy. So I was like, why not give you a little, 1-2 into my life? I'm gonna answer some questions. It might get dirty. It might get like messy. I don't know. I know, not messy. We gonna just get deep down to it.
And this is where the real problem started. This is where the real drama began for Christian Wood. See, he thought it was gonna be simple. Sliding in this baddie, impregnating her, and everything being good. We gotta understand, this is already a seasoned vet. This woman is the baby mother of Trayvon Diggs, the brother of Stefan Diggs. Stefan Diggs is going through hell right now. You got to throw Trayvon in there somehow. He's involved in this loop. This is the baby mama of Trayvon Diggs. Christian Wood slips up and gets her pregnant. It wasn't a slip up. She knew a sucker when she saw one. She knew a buster when she saw one. She knew a trick. She knew a lick when she saw one, man. She pointed them out and she got them. The exotic. The Latina, set them smooth up for the kill. It's a cold world we living in, a sick world with some sick people.
This is the last time I'm going to answer. I have got nothing done, okay? I did get some ass shots, but I have got nothing under my stomach. I have not got a BBL. I have not got anything done. Like, I'm going to show you my booty, okay? It's still... Damn! So, I wanted the guy who did it to make it look natural. My booty was like nothing before, so now I'm like, I got a little bit of ass. It's crazy because now I got a fat ass but my titties is gone. So that goes to the next question. Y'all asking me about a breast reduction.
But listen to this. Like I said, it's been going on. This man Christian had a little bit more heart than I initially thought. Pulled up to retrieve his child. Not with no pistol. These youngsters got them sticks. Not with no sticks. Not with no bazookas. No nada. Not with no bat. We gonna take this back to the golden age. Christian pulled up with the shovel.
The shovel? Why are you on the side of her house? Why are you on the side of her house? Why are you on the side of her house? Your kid is not here. Your kid is not here. He got a shovel. You got a shovel for what? Hit me with a ass nigga? Police ass, snitch ass nigga? Shut up, bitch. Your son's not here. He's gone. I already told you. He's out of town. Hope you never see your baby again.
Now, in this stage of the relationship, Yasmin Lopez was still trying to gain sympathy and make Christian Wood look like this villain, look like this crazed individual. But Christian maintained his innocence the entire time. You know, she claimed abuse, she claimed this, she claimed that. And Christian just pretty much stayed solid and said, hey, I'm coming for my son. This woman already has prior allegations. She already has prior smut on her name. I need my son. So he's doing everything he could do. Now, to touch on what I'm saying about Stephon Diggs and Christian Wood, you don't hear about Yasmin Lopez giving Trayvon Diggs these type of problems. You don't hear about her giving him these issues. That's because she sees Christian as a lame. She sees Christian as someone she could easily take advantage of. This is the reality of the situation. And when he decided to pull back and reject her is when she decided to go completely berserk and ape-ish. She went off like the stereotypical Latina that just got some good and you trying to go out with the boys and she like, no, papi, you staying in tonight. I just believe Trayvon Diggs don't allow that. He's not condoning that type of behavior. He's not letting this type of behavior go on to where you could even threaten his life. That should show you the difference between the two. She feels like she can play with this man. But then again, she may feel like she could play with any man. We just may not know about the Diggs stories. Christian Wood leaves her. At this point, they're done. They're doing their thing. They're co-parenting. She's crazed. She hops over the fence. She keys his stuff all the way up. Now, this is when the general public turns on Yasmin Lopez because they see she's a deranged individual. They see she's clearly hopping fences. She's out of her mind, right? She done lost her mind.
Good morning, house guests. It's time to wake up. Breakfast will be ready in 10 minutes.
Bro, that's crazy.
So the judge does what any logical person would do. He gives Christian full custody. Now, everybody know as a mother, if you get your kids took, you're a horrible mother. That's the perception. That's the normal perception. If you get your kids took and you a woman, you a horrible mother, man.
Like, I'm gonna show you my booty. Okay, it's still. Damn! Looks, I wanted the guy who did it to make it look natural. My booty was like nothing before.
You know what I mean? Because people expect dudes, especially black dudes, to be deadbeats. Guess it's to be expected, right? Now, Christian was able to assemble that proof. Once he had that proof, he was able to go to the courts. The courts granted Christian full custody. She was sick. That's when her real feelings come out. That's when her real emotions come out. That's when her real psycho behavior comes out, because now the perception changes, it shifts. And now it becomes, you're a horrible mother. You know, women hate to be called a horrible mother. Any women that's a mother out there, that's one of the most gut-wrenching insults, man. You're a horrible mother. They take that to the heart, to the core, as you should as a parent. Our natural reaction when we see you lose your kids as a mom, oh, that's a bad mom. She's a bad mother. Unless you just like fell on real hard times. And of course, usually she's gonna make that excuse. But if we realize it's for some other shit and you just lost your kids, oh, you're a bad mom. So if you getting your kids took, that's not a good look in the least bit. And she knows that. And she knows that the people are gonna think this. You know it's coming, but it's still like just a right hook, a knockout punch. The judge awards Christian Wood full custody. The reason why I say that is because, man, if she's already crazy and he's getting restraining orders and he's trying to get this chick up off her, giving the kids to Christian fully, awarding him full custody, is dangerous. You're really putting his life in danger. We got to call a spade a spade. When women take L like that, extremely vindictive. They don't see nothing but black. And a lot of the times they delete their own kids. They delete the kids. They'll try to delete the dad. It's story on top of story on top of story. You know what? Roll a clip.
About that custody battle and history between a mother accused of stabbing her own children and their father. Erica Ferrando has the latest on this case, joining me now in studio. And Erica, it sounds like the mother has some issues with the law before.
That's right, Cherise. Court records show Janae Pedesclaw pled guilty to property damage this April. The same month, the children's father filed a petition seeking sole custody. Pedesclaw is accused of stabbing her 4-year-old daughter and 2-year-old boy Sunday, then FaceTiming their father, Jermaine Roberts, who saw their slit throats and rushed over to the house. The daughter died in the hospital and the son is still hospitalized. As of yesterday, he was in critical but stable condition. But here's what we learned today through court records. In May 2021, Pedesclaw damaged Robert's girlfriend's car. It had scratched paint and the windshield was broken. Then this April, nearly a year after that incident, she pled guilty to the crime and the judge issued a restraining order against Pedesclaw to keep her from Robert's girlfriend. Now, Pedesclaw would need a police escort to pick up her children. Also this April, Roberts filed a petition for full custody, claiming Pedesclaw wouldn't let him see the kids because he was in a relationship. A judge issued a mediation order, meaning the parents were supposed to attend 3 sessions to try and come to a resolution to establish a parenting plan on their own. Now, they were asked to complete that before a court hearing on the custody battle, which was set for next week. Pedesclaw will have her next court appearance in the killing of her daughter and attempted killing of her son tomorrow.
These are the things that come with dealing with a baddie. Are you ready for this?
Like, I'm gonna show you my booty. Okay, it's still. Damn!
See, y'all take these women for granted. You think they won't harm you? You think they not willing to take your life? It's too many examples of this.
4, 3,
This video shows a police officer giving 20-year-old Sahel Kazemi a sobriety test, while McNair, who was a passenger, remains in the car. Kazemi repeatedly asks the officer to have McNair come to the police cruiser where she's sitting, but McNair then leaves in a cab without ever coming to talk to her. 2 days later, on the 4th of July, the former football star's body was discovered inside this Nashville condominium. He'd been shot 4 times, twice in the head, twice in the chest.
There's no doubt, we believe now at this time, that McNair was seated on the sofa and likely was asleep.
Next to him, the body of Sahel Kazemi, with one self-inflicted gunshot wound to her temple and a pistol she'd purchased 2 days earlier. One of McNair's close friends stumbled on the dead pair and called 911.
I can't be the one to make this call. It's so messed up.
Friends of Kazemi told police that the 20-year-old had suspicions that McNair, a married father of 4, may have had yet another woman on the side.
We do know that she was clearly sending a message to people during the last 5 to 7 days of her life that things were going bad.
It's too many times we done seen young brothers lose it all because they thought the broad was playing. You thought she was joking. It ain't no joke. It's serious. It get real in the field. And a lot of men take that for granted. A lot of men take life for granted, and they think that dealing with a woman with some attitude and a little bit of sassiness, you thinking that shit is cute. That shit ain't pretty. Yasmin Lopez from the Bronx. She not playing with y'all. She know a lick when she see one. It's too many cases, too many situations where they done went buck wild, and y'all continue to deal with the same type of women. Y'all continue to enable these same type of women consistently. But then when I ask where the good women at, nah. Then when I ask where the good women at, nah, hell nah, hell nah. Christian Wood, you actively chose this woman twice. You knew this woman was psychotic. You knew this woman didn't have it all. And I'm not giving her no excuse. This is not no mental illness excuse. She sent cats at your head. Let's get to it. Now your chick is putting up IG posts while playing King Von in the background. She letting you know what time it is. She said what's done in the dark gotta come to the light. I gotta let you know what I'm gonna do. I'm plotting to get you up out of here, Negro. Your time is up, man. Christian Wood, you're out of here. When it comes to women like this, don't get frustrated. You had to shoot. You know, you could have went out strong. We've seen situations where this has happened before. That's why we can't take this as a joke. It really goes on. So we can't sit here and act like this pretty face is not willing to take this dude out, man.
The murder trial for former NFL player and FSU star Travis Rudolph continues. Testimony for the trial. It started Wednesday. Rudolph is accused of killing a man and injuring another during a shooting in Lake Park 2 years ago. Rudolph says it was self-defense. Our Caleb Califano live outside the Palm Beach County Courthouse with more. Caleb?
Well, it definitely was an intense morning here in the courtroom as the defense started their cross-examination of Dominique Jones. That's the former girlfriend of Travis Rudolph. It's also the same woman the defense cast some initial blame on the night of the shooting. Now, the defense going back through Jones and Rudolph's relationship, discussing the financial situations, their future, Rudolph's future in the Canadian Football League, and what happened the night of the shooting. Jones walked through how she was, quote, more hurt than angry when she found texts from other women in Rudolph's phone the night of the shooting, but then immediately wanted to leave and not escalate it any further, alleging that Travis was the erratic one and wouldn't let her leave at first. When asked about texts sent to Jones' brother Keyshawn, one of the 4 men who confronted Travis the night of the shooting, Dominique says a specific inflammatory text she sent, which included the phrase shoot up, was not meant as a literal threat, but was a text sent out of emotion.
I was upset and my adrenaline was running and I said something that I didn't mean. That's the bottom line of that. I didn't mean for my brothers to do any of that. That's why when my brother left the house.
He took everything from her. That's how she feels. She's feeling like he took everything. Christian Wood wouldn't be in this situation if he learned from his original mistakes. But so many times we want to see a big old booty, and I get it. I seen that thing twerking. I was watching it with you. I seen it. That ass could be the death of us. You can't trust a big butt and a smile. She been poisoned. She was with Trayvon Diggs. And then you coming behind her and you dropping kids in her. Come on, C. Woods. That's not a good representation of the city. He did let a shot off to let them guys know, hey, get up off my property. I know you guys aren't here for no robbery. I know she sent you. She hasn't been trying to see me. She hasn't been trying to make this custody exchange. She's been real vague with her responses. She's trying to set me up. Then this robbery comes along. No, she knows exactly what she's doing. And I truly believe that. Now, the police aren't on it yet, but me knowing what I know, me knowing how vindictive a lot of these baddies can be when they get rejected and they get told no, and Christian Woods leaves and he takes that bag with him, oh man, all bets is off at this point. You've already made this woman look like a horrible person. She about to let her nuts hang. What she got to lose? Well, she about to go balls to the walls. And you just better be there for the ride. That's all you can do, brother. That's all you can do, C. Woods. Because at this point, I mean, I would go as far as to say you got to be on the offensive. You see how she moving, you see how she coming, you really got to be on the offense. She don't give a damn. It's a thin line between love and hate. It's a thin line. Man, this is gonna be a hell of an edit. It's gonna be a hard edit, but there's too many, man. Too many times have we seen this. So y'all let me know how y'all feel about this, man. Christian Wood, she threw a threat at his life. She wishes this man was dead. She said that in text messages. If you stayed to the end, man, thank you. But damn, this woman has gone above and beyond, threatened this man's life in text, sent cats at him, and is still on the loose, man. I guess it pays to be a baddie. It's the failed athlete. That don't mean you got a fail in life.